Hey, welcome to the first episode of Sullivan's Garage. My name is Jacob. I'll be your host on this channel. Today on this episode, we got this 51 Ford F-100 pickup truck in the shop. The suspension's pretty wore out on it. The leaf springs, that is. It leans really bad whenever you go around a corner, and it's time to replace them. You almost feel like you're going to slide out of your seat whenever you drive it, if you take a corner pretty fast. So I got this set of 3-inch lowering leaf springs for the truck. It's going to be hard to tell, really if it's going to lower it that much more than it's setting as is right now, because the springs have, settled over the years, so it's going to be hard to say. It might end up setting higher. We'll just have to see. So stay tuned and see how it goes. Tell you what I've kind of done to this truck in the past. It's not my truck. It's somebody I used to work for truck. It's a pretty decent old truck. It's not perfect, but it's a really good driver. I'll show you here what we've kind of done to it over the few years, and let's go from there. We've kind of tucked the front bumper in there, as you can see. It's got a newer bumper on it. We cut the frame, kind of moved it in there some on it. Redid this front end. It was all kind of rusted out. Tried to paint it to match the truck. Somebody else had painted this truck years ago, and they never did do the front end, but they did everything else on it. So, we decided just to fix it and try to make it match best we could. We painted the running boards on it black. Put these Coker Classic tires on it painted the rims red. Really made it look really good. As you can see, the paint's not perfect on the truck. It's got this nice patina look to it. He kind of sanded through and buffed, made it kind of look like it matched the rest of the truck here on the fenders where we painted, and it don't look too bad. And here on the inside, this is past year, I put these, you want these newer Thunderbird seats put in here. I think they're like a mid-2000s Thunderbird, and I actually kind of like them in there. I didn't think I'd like them at first, and they look pretty good in there. The power, I hooked them all up on it, the seat moves and everything, and so it makes it more comfortable when you're trying to drive this older truck. As you can see, the interior, it's pretty clean. Like I said, it's been repainted in the past. It's not original, but the truck's pretty nice looking. Same thing on this side. Yeah, so it's a pretty decent little driver truck. Not perfect, but, something you can take out and not worry about if you get a scratch on it, and just have fun in it. And over here we got these, here's the new leaf springs we got for it. These new 3-inch lowering leaf springs. I ordered them off of Speedway Motors. I think they're Posies. I think that's how you say it. They look pretty good. I got these, they got new brass bushings here. I think that's what you want to call it here on the inside of them. So that's ready to go, so I don't have to worry about pressing any of those in and out, because sometimes those can be a pain. So let's get to it. Alright, let's see if we can get this thing jacked up and see what we can get into. Lower this thing down on it. Oh. Yep, look like they're on there good. Always like to make sure and shake these things a little bit just to make sure, don't want the thing falling on you while you're under there. Which feels a little rickety, but I think it's just where I got them jack stands so high up in there, but I think it'll be good. Alright, pop off the tire here and see what we get into. One of these hubcaps and see, you can get this tire off here and go from there. Work on one side at a time and just, see how it goes. Find a spot here, I won't mess this thing up popping it off, but I really don't see one. Huh. Let's see if I can pop it off here first. I don't know. Better go get a better tool so I'll scratch that thing all up. Alright, I figure we'll put a little masking tape here on this rim just so I don't worry about scratching this thing up. I don't want to have to repaint this now or anything like that. I don't know why there isn't a little indentation there. Usually there's a little spot in those hubcaps there. You can just get something behind it and pop it off, but I ain't seeing nothing on this one. I don't know if it's been a reproduction or something like that. Oh, there we go. It came off pretty easy. Pull this tape off here and look, no scratches. Alright, let's see what size these sockets are here, or these lug nuts are here, and go from there. Looks like they're 13/16. Usually on an old Ford, it's usually what they are. Get this off here and alright, see if we can get this leaf spring shackle here loose from the leaf spring and see what we can get into here. I don't know if that bolt's going to be just totally wore out or what's going to happen, but you got to start somewhere and we'll see what happens. Get this cotter key out of this nut here, out of this castle nut. Who knows how long this thing's been in there. It's not easy. Oh boy, that thing's coming out easy. That comes out easier than some newer cars. Let's see what size this socket is here. It's got so much grease and paint over it. Man, that nut, look at that. That thing is hand tight. My gosh. It's amazing. That ain't good though. That thing should be tighter now. I thought that thing looked like that bolt was a little loose on the other side there. It looked like the head had been sticking out a little bit farther than it should, but it's hard to say. This thing being a 1951, it's seen a lot of abuse over the years and stuff like that. Let's see if we can drive this puppy out of here. Boy, look at that. That thing just took off. I think I'm using the wrong size socket here. It's got so much grease and stuff on that nut. Let some of this tension off the jack still here. I always like to leave a jack under the vehicle though, because you really never know if those jack stands are going to hold it or not. There it goes. Under a little tension. Get this out of here. Oh, come on. Oh. Might help if I pry down on that leaf spring. There we go. You gotta be smarter than the freaking tool. Alright, let's go find where that bolt went. Alright, I'm back. I don't know if you can see here or not on this bolt, but it looks pretty wore out. I should have known better and ordered some, but just trying to go cheap, make this more of a budget kind of build. But hey, I mean, you could stick it back in there, but I don't know. I'd rather probably put some new ones in there, because I do know in the past I've tried putting grease in these grease fittings, and it might just need a new grease fitting in it, take care of it, but I couldn't hardly get the thing to take grease or anything, but you'd have to clean it all out anyway. But it's got some pretty good, I don't know if you can see it there on the camera, but pretty good wear on it there, and I'd rather not put that against those new brass bushings in those leaf springs. So I think I'm going to order some and, have to come back to this another day and, might be smart to go ahead and order all the, bolts for all of the corners on these leaf springs, because that'd make more sense than sticking that back in there. So, stay tuned and, I'll be back when I get these bolts ordered in. So, see you then. Hey, I'm back finally 2 weeks later. Got the parts in, got some brand new pins here. They weren't cheap, but hey, make the job right. And let's see what we can get into today on this thing. Hopefully they'll fit properly, and I don't know. Let's see if they'll, we'll get the leaf springs on there, and we'll go from there. So here we go. This thing's off here today. Trusty Harbor Freight impact there. Earthquake. Oh, this one over here is still on her just a little bit. Let's see if we can get her off. Yep, there we go. See if we can hammer these things up out of here. Well, let's see here. Been on there quite a while. I don't know. Let's see. Let's loosen the. Let's go back here to the back bolt here off. We'll go from there. See if this comes out as easy as the front one did, but I highly doubt it. Well, it just snapped off. It's trying. It ain't as greasy back here as the front. Probably wasn't greased as much as the front ones were. Probably why it's more rusty. See if we can get this thing out. Yep, there we go. Alright, now I need a 3/4 inch socket. And the one I have, the exhaust is in the way, so I'll be right back. I'll get a wrench. Alright, let's see if we can get this thing broke loose. There we go. Can't really get a hammer in there because that exhaust is in the way. Oh, that's going to be fun. Well, let's see here. This here's stuck in here pretty good, these U-bolts. I'm going to try hammering on them some more and we'll see what we can get out of them. Oh yeah, there it goes. One of them. Oh yeah, it's moving. Let's see if we can wiggle it out of here. Oh yeah. Alrighty. Yep, those look nice and rusty there too. You can see it there on the camera, just like those pins were. I'm gonna have to, I guess, loosen this other side over here just a little bit because it's putting tension on. If you can see, I got this punch up here in it, and it's got some tension on the spring. So let's move on to the other side and see what we get. Alright, now I'm back over here on this other side. Let's see if we can get these Carter keys out and see how easy this side comes apart. This side's got a whole lot more grease and paint built up on it from over the years, so we'll see how easy. That other side just looked like it had been apart in the past, and who knows what somebody's done to this truck over the years. It's hard saying. See if I can hammer this one out of here. Enough to get a grip on the end of it. Well, it might come out. Might not. No, wait a minute. There we go. Okay, let's try the top one now. Let's see how stupid it's gonna be. Let's see here. I'm not sure how easy. I hate these things. These things are hard to get out. Alright, there we go. Okay, some of you are probably laughing because I said it'd be hard to get out, but hey, sometimes they give you a struggle. Let's see, now where's my socket at? Let's see how tight this one is compared to the other one. It's almost hand tight. I can use a wrench instead. Alright, let's see how easy these things are hammered out here, but I gotta find what I do with my hammer. Here it is. Where'd my pry bar go? Here it is. Stick it under here. Maybe. I got the smallest pry bar in the world, I think I got. But hey, it'll work. Yeah, that pin there, it's really worn too, so that looks worse than the other side, so good thing I did go ahead and order some. Okay, it's going to pop this top pin out, see how bad it looks. Not as bad, but it has some wear on it, so we'll go ahead and change it since we got some. Let's see here. Impact. If we can get these things loose. Oh yeah, that thing shot right out there. Now let's see if we can hammer these up out of there. See if they go any easier than the other side did. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, there's that one. And there's that one. Maybe. There it is. Alrighty. So now we got to just move on to that back bolt. See how it goes. Alright, now we're back here in the back. It's kind of a squeeze up in here, but we'll see what we can do. And this one back here looks nice and crusty. I just cannot stand these Carter keys, especially when they've been in here forever. It's probably because I bragged so much about how easy that first two came out. That's just my luck. Maybe. Alright, there we go. Now, get my wrench. I'm messing my lighting all up over here. See if we can get this thing rolled loose. Got so much grease built up on it. Well, might get a wrench on there. Okay, there we go. Alrighty. Let's see how easy. Just don't know how I'm going to drive these pins out necessarily with this stupid exhaust here. Really not in the mood to drop the exhaust. Just drive out two pins, so we might have to come up with something to get these things out of here. That one might. Let's see here. I'll turn the hammer sideways. Oh yeah, okay. That one I can do that, but I don't know what that other side's gonna do. Let's see. Man, that pin there, it's got some serious wear in it there. Good thing I did buy some. Alright. Let's see. I need to lower this axle down a little bit. That's what I was afraid of. I should have known better. Alright. Well, I should have known better. I was trying to be lazy, but I need to take the shocks off so it will drop down far enough, because there's these springs are under load a little bit, got some tension on them. Let me get them off and we'll be right back. Alright, there we go. Alright, well there's both the shocks off. Let's let this jack down. See if these springs will relax some. I don't know why they wouldn't. But I don't want to let down too much because the brake hoses and all that stuff's on there, steering linkage, so don't want to mess any of that up. Oh yeah, there we go. Let's see, I don't want to go much lower than that. It's just got just enough tension on it, or off of it. Get this rear pin out of here. Yep. Ain't coming out as easy now. See if I can take this wrench here. Oh yeah. Maybe. Yep, here we go. Or maybe not. Maybe if I go get a hammer too, but it ain't in front of me. Alright, now I got a hammer. There we go. Let's get this spring out of here. There we go. Alright, there's one of them. Yeah, I forgot. I still got this other pin in over here. I'm going to have to get it out. So, let's see if we can get it out. Alright, now I'm back under here. I don't know how easy this pin's going to be to get out. This exhaust is just a tad bit closer than the other side. I don't know what I'm about to come up with to get it out. Let's see if I can maybe tap on it somehow or another. Not really sure. Oh yeah, here we go. Just barely enough firm. And look at that. Is it going to slide out? I don't know. Let's see. Oh yeah. Man, look at the wear on that thing. I don't know if I can get it in here. You can see it. There we go. There up there by the head, it is wore pretty good. So, yep, let's get this spring out and see where we got. And that one slid right out of there. Alright, now I got this new spring here. Put it here in the front. Get it set in there and see if they fit. You know, who knows how they'll fit, so let's get them put in there. New U-bolt, or yeah, U-bolts here. I was wanting to call them shackles earlier. I have no clue why. Oh, gotta put this plate on top. About forgot that. Alright, got the leaf spring set in there, just kind of snugged up with the U-bolts. Here I'll show you kind of what we got going on here. Got the, you can see that there very well, got the new leaf spring set in there on the I-beam, or straight axle, whatever you want to call it, and got them snugged up there. So let me do the other side and we'll see where we get. Alright, got this side all snugged in there. Now it's time to jack the axle up, see if we can start lining this thing up. Alright, now I got the rear started in there. Got these new pins here. Put some grease on them. See if I can get them started in there and hopefully they fit. Alright, now that we're under here, get some grease. Just smear some on these here to kind of help them go in there some. And I'm going to have to grease them all up anyway whenever I get done, so it ain't going to hurt a thing. I have to get a hammer here. I'm going to have to go get a punch. I'll be right back. See if this helps any. Maybe. Nope. Let's try lining it up better before I try sticking it in there. Let's see. See if this will work any better. Might help if I wipe all the grit off of it. That is threw it on the ground. Put some more grease on it. That's real smart. Okay, let's try this again. That. See if I can give it a little tap here. See what happened. Oh, there we go. Calling that just a little bit. Just like that. Alright, now I'm back over here on the other side. Got this new pin here, put a little grease on it. Same thing. We'll see if this one will line up any easier. Don't know if it will or not. Let's see here. Nope. Let's see if I can come into it from a different angle here. Well, I can pull on this spring. Probably not. That thing is just not wanting to go. And it feels pretty smooth in there. I don't know why it's not wanting to transition into there. Alright, so finally after a half hour beating on that thing, I got it in there. I take the stupid U-bolts loose on the axle again. So let me get all those put back on and we'll move on to the front. Alright, let's get these front ones jacked up. See, hopefully they line up a little better than that back one just did. Not too sure. Okay, get this new top one here. Grease on it. Help it slide in there. Get the shackle piece here. Slide it in here. Put it up here in the frame. Just like that. Well, I said just like that. That does not look right. What is the deal here? Is the other side that far over? Man, this side here is just twisted or something. Not sure what's going on. Let's see if we can get this lower pin in there. We might be able to tighten it up and pull it over. Let's see here. Get the lower one started. Yep, slid right in there. Put the other shackle part on. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to tighten that up. That ain't going to work that way. I'll tell you what. Let's move to the other side. Hopefully it'll start easier. Maybe something will line up. Now this side looks like it'll line up. I don't know why the other side gave me such fits on the back. Maybe something's off over there. Not really sure. Guess we'll find out here shortly. It's the other shackle on it. Get a nut up there. That one slid right to place. Where's my other new nut at? Oh, nothing like losing parts. Here it is here. Alright, let's see if we can figure out why this other side is not fitting worth anything. Alright, I'm back on this side. I guess what I'll do is I'll try loosen these U-bolts back up again for the second time or third, whatever. See if I can get this to pull together up here. I'm not really sure why this thing's not lined up because the other side lined up perfect. Maybe something's twisted on this truck. Maybe the spring I bought. I'm not sure. Let's see if we can figure it out. What else to do? Thing is this knot. Wanting to go in there. Alright, so after about an hour messing around with that stupid leaf spring on the axle, I finally got the thing to line up. I went ahead and tightened everything up, made sure everything, looked like it was alright. Went and put the Carter keys in everything, and I didn't think it would take that long, but sometimes stuff just does. So, you know what? Here, I'll show you what I've done, and we'll go from there. Alright, so as you can see, I got the leaf spring mounted here to the axle finally. It's all secure up there on the shackle. Same thing on the other side. So I think right now what I'm going to do is just go ahead and grease them up on these grease fittings here. Alright, let's put the tires back on it, see how this, let this thing down, see how it sets in the front, and want to move on to the back after we get this front all done. Alright, let's go do the other side. This tire put on here. I'll check those with the breaker bar whenever I get done, make sure they're tight, don't want your wheel flying off now. So let's let this thing down and see how it's set, see if anything looks like it's going to rub. I mean, who knows what's going to happen. I know we're not going to be able to tell what it's going to look like until we get the rear done, but let's see. See how stiff? Oh yeah, it's a whole lot stiffer. Oh yeah. Alright, well there it is. I got it sitting down on the ground. Doesn't look too bad really. Looks like I got plenty of tire clearance there. Doesn't look like anything's really going to rub that bad. I got plenty of room in here. I was worried about it might, but I really won't know until we get it out, start driving it and stuff. But I'll have to do some measurements here after I get the rear done and see, how much it really did lower it or if it lowered it at all. So I guess we'll hit the back up next.